Good morning, guys. It's our 10:30 session. We're gonna do some nice yoga today, just to kind of stretch out midweek, ease down into halfway through. And you get two opportunities to come and do this with me today. So now we got our morning yoga. Hi, guys. And we've also got it happening this evening at 7:30 my time. So that is 6:30 UK time. Hi everyone who's coming in. 7:30 Central European time. So if you're not able to join us right now, you can always come back and do it this evening. Hi Heather. Okay, cool. Lots of you guys joining in. How are you feeling today? Who joined yesterday's box workout? Are you feeling your legs? Because I'm feeling mine today. So, hi Catherine. Cool. All right. So we are going to be yogiing out today. Yesterday was a new moon, and new moons are all about new beginnings, new intentions, setting new routines. So I was gonna do a little bit of play on that today, and I think a lot of us are using this time right now where we're stuck inside. We have to kind of focus and go inside. We're using this as a time to come out of it stronger and fresh and have new routines set in place. So let's go for that. Hi Louise, good, nice to see you. Or well, see your face, see your name here. All of my good friends from the UK joining in, that's awesome. All right, we are gonna come back to our mats. We'll start off seated, do a little bit of breath work and just kind of slowing down the pace. And then we'll go through a yoga flow together, and we'll finish off with a tiny bit of meditation just to kind of calm everything down. So when you're ready, come back to your mat and sit in a comfortable position. So for me, that is cross-legged. If you like, you can come into your full lotus. Maybe you want to have a little bit of a bolster. So if you feel that you get really cramped and tight in your hip flexors here, or if your knees are lifted, maybe grab a pillow and just elevate your hips a little bit. That way your knees can sink down a little bit more towards the floor, and you'll just find a little bit more comfort. This is all about being comfortable. We're at home. Where else should we be comfortable than there? So, all right, let's start. Let's bring our hands to our knees. Just gonna take away dog hair because I have 3 of them, so it's everywhere. All right, hands to your knees. Let's breathe in, roll the shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale out, drop them down. One more time, inhale, rise those shoulders up, big breath in. Big breath out, drop them down. Feel your heart lifting up. Feel the shoulders roll back. Gentle smile on our face, and then let's close our eyes and just breathe for a couple of seconds here. So begin to sense your sit bones down into the floor. Sense where you're seated. Are you sitting a little bit behind towards your tailbone? Are you falling forward? Are you able to place your weight right down through the middle, evenly placed on both sit bones? These are your roots currently down into the floor, into the ground. These are your traditions, your habits as of now, your beliefs. And these are your support network, your friends and your family. Feel supported by the earth. Feel supported by all of your roots. And then begin to travel up your spine, one vertebrae after the next, sensing how they are currently placed. Traveling all the way up through the back towards your neck. And then right towards where the neck attaches to your scalp. Feel that length. This is the journey that you've been on so far. Each little curve, a happening, a moment in your life. They have shaped the way that you hold and carry yourself in this world right now. They support you. Sometimes maybe they cause you a little bit of pain, but they are what has shaped you and what holds you in this world right now. Continue that sensation up. So imagine this bright energy now continuing up from your neck, through the skull, all the way up to the crown of your head. Feel the crown of your head lightening, lifting upwards. And feel how you're being dragged upwards through the spine. Your vision for the future, your intuition, and your ability to tap into the goodness of the world and the wisdom of the world is located right here in your crown. Allow yourself to feel how your energy here stimulates good thoughts, joy, maybe a little bit of easing of the pressure in your head. And for a second, just allow yourself to see a future for yourself that is bright, as full of life, and exactly how you want life to look. Allow that vision to just infuse into every cell in your body, into every vertebrae, into every of those steps that carry you to the moment that you are in right now. Feel trust and feel safety in knowing that that's the future that you've been envisioning. Those steps that you've had are taking you towards that future. And with that knowledge, feel how the tension in your body starts to release and relax. Feel perhaps a little bit of positivity and optimism. And then I want you to take another big breath in through your nose. Filling up the lungs, filling up your body with this vision that you hold. And as you exhale out, sigh it out. Sigh the past out, let it go. And then blink your eyes and come back into the room. Good. All right, let's begin to move. So I want you throughout this practice, I want you to carry that intention with you, that intention of a joyous future with you. So we're gonna inhale and we're gonna sweep our arms up just like we've done before. And we're gonna look upwards. Palms to come together and we interlace our fingers and we press them forward, really rounding out that back. Inhale, lift up, carry your heart upwards. Exhale, left hand down onto the floor. Look towards the floor as you start to side bend. Breathe in, stay in your side bend, but just look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press your hands towards me, round the back. Inhale, lengthen upwards, find length, find length, find length, and then exhale, right hand down, slide it away, look towards your right hand. Inhale, we rotate up towards the ceiling and we open up our heart here. Exhale, round your upper back, round through the lower back, C-curve that spine, pulling the belly button in. Inhale, lengthen all the way upwards. And then exhale, arms down, shoulders away from ears. Good. So with each movement, we're really gonna enjoy it. We're gonna breathe in, you're gonna lengthen your right hand up towards the ceiling. Let it come to your left knee. Inhale your left hand up and keep reaching upward, keep spiraling upwards as you rotate back behind. That left hand comes and places itself straight down behind your spine. Support the spine, press upwards, inhale. And then exhale, we twist. Again, let your heart carry you around. So we're not pushing and forcing our spine around. We're gently softening into the stretch. Breathe in, create more space, more length. Exhale, can you soften your heart around a little bit more? Breathe in, come back to center. We go the other way. Inhale, lengthen upwards with that left hand. Let it cross over to your right knee. Inhale, right hand up, and we keep reaching. That hand comes down beside you and press it down into the floor. Find length. Exhale, rotate back. Draw that right shoulder back. Inhale, find length. Exhale, let your eyes start the movement, and then see if your heart wants to follow along. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time, breathing in. and breathe out. Return back to center. Again, stretch your arms up. Really enjoy the stretch here. Exhale, just fold your weight all the way forward. Try to keep your sit bones down. Allow your head to relax. Again, you can place your hands on top of each other and just stack your foreheads like so, especially if you're seated onto a bolster, or just rest your hands like this. Otherwise, we're going to come all the way down. We're just going to breathe here for a second. Inhaling nice and wide. Exhale out the mouth. Let go. Slowly roll all the way up. Restacking that spine, vertebrae upon vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in, breathe out. Make your way over into a 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to make our way or continue with the movement of our bodies. Just wiggle around a little bit to start with. And then place your hands directly below your shoulders. Knees directly below your hips. And just wiggle a little bit from side to side. And then come back to the middle. Press down through your hands. Feel each knuckle of your hand pressing down into the floor. A little bit of gripping with your fingertips. And then make sure your wrists are parallel with the front of your mat. Shift your weight a bit back just so that you have even weight between your wrist and between your knees. Press down through the feet, press down through the knees, and feel how when you press down into the floor, you get a little bit less tension in your wrist and you feel a lot stronger in your body. Draw the shoulder blades down your back and draw them a little bit together so that your heart stays open. We look slightly forward, that neck is nice and long. And then we're going to go into our cat-cow stretches. So we're going to start with a cat. We're going to exhale, draw the tailbone down and start to round your low back. Moving bone by bone. And then letting your head relax down and push those hands down in the floor. Push the knees. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, lift your head. Lift your sit bones. We start to ripple the movement through the back, allowing it to meet right in the middle of your back. And then here we inhale, we draw the shoulder blades down our back. We arch our low back a little bit and we look upwards. Breathing in. Exhale, begin the movement from the bottom to the top. So we tuck the tailbone underneath. Start to round the back. And then eventually let the neck round and let your head hang. Stretch fully. Feel the stretch evenly through your back. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your head. Send your tailbone away from your head. So we try to create more length in that spine. And then draw the shoulder blades down your back. Keep the length that you created in your spine as you arch. Pull the belly button in and look upwards. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, round into your cat. Rounding vertebrae by vertebrae, moving with intention, moving with enjoyment. Drop the head. Here, come up onto your fingertips. Let's go a little bit deeper into our cat. Really stretch and tuck the tailbone underneath. And then plant the hands down. Lift your head. As you begin to inhale, draw the shoulder blades down your back. Stick the sit bones out. And lengthen into your cow. And then exhale all the way back. Bring your heels together, knees are wide or together, whichever feels best for you. And then come into your child's pose and just relax the head down. Stay here for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in, finding length through the spine. Exhaling, we sink our tailbone back towards our heels even more. One more time, breathe in nice and wide. Exhale it out your mouth. Relax. Roll up through the spine. Come back up into a 4-point kneeling position. All right, and then just have a look around you just to see that there's nothing around you that you're possibly going to push over, because we're going to extend our legs and our arms. All right, keep some social distancing as well if you're with your family here. So from here, again, make sure that you're pressing down through those hands. You're strong through your legs. A little bit of inside thighs connecting and feeling like you're drawing up into your pelvic floor. From here, look forward to the front of your mat. And we're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slide your left hand forward and right leg back and push through the back heel. The foot still stays on the floor, and I'm pushing through that right heel, left arm reaching forward. Press down through this hand and this knee. So the supporting hand and knee, press down through them and feel your weight evenly between the two. Breathe in. As you breathe out, pull the belly button in and float the arm and the leg up. Feel strong here. A little bit of wobble is totally normal, especially as we're starting off. Breathing in and breathing out. Now watch this shoulder, the right shoulder. We don't want it dropping down and lifting up. We want to feel strong and draw the shoulder blades down. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, hand and knee comes back. Now without shifting from side to side, let's just go straight over to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up. Try to make that transition seamless. Push through the back heel, fingertips reaching forward, foot and hand on the floor, pushing down. So you feel strong in each angle. Breathing in, breathing out, they come down. We're gonna swap it over to the other side straight away. Lift up, exhale. Keep lengthening through your neck. Pull that belly button in. Make sure your hips are square. So we're not here, those hips are square to the floor. Reach the hand forward, breathe in. As you breathe out, the hand and the knee comes down softly, gently, without wobbling. Lift up on the other side. Again, push through that back heel. Breathing in, breathing out, it comes down. Go for a little bit of a cat stretch in between just to release the shoulders, because now we're gonna stay on that one side, okay? So hands down, draw the shoulder blades down your back. Your left hand forward, your right leg back. Now set your intention. You're gonna reach forward through your focus, and you're gonna find that strength through your belly. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up, hold it here. We're gonna stay here for a little bit, but I don't want any tension in that neck or those shoulders, so draw them down, press through the hands. All right, from here, we're just gonna start to circle the wrist and the ankle. So circle it around and try to keep your body still. Totally fine to fall out of it, just come back up. And then go the other way. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, hold it straight. Reach up and press through the heel, reach the arm forward. Now, if you have someone next to it, you're totally fine to, okay, to push them over. We're gonna go for a little bit friendly competition. Your arm's gonna go out to the left, your leg's gonna go to the right, and then bring it back in. Exhale, go out to the side, bring it back in. Do that one more time, hold it here, breathing in, breathing out, and then come all the way back. Hand comes down, knee comes down, and round through. Good, how do we do, guys? Did you manage to stay in your 4-point kneeling the whole time? We're gonna try to do the other side. So be mindful that one side might be a little bit harder than the other. Reach your right arm forward, left leg back, press down and lift up through the spine. We're gonna lift up, hold it here. Keep pushing through the heel, keep lengthening that arm forward. And then we go for a little bit of rotation. So find your drishti, your focus point. So for me, that's the top of my mat. Then I go the other way, we rotate around the other way. Good. All right, then from there, breathe in, find length. As you exhale, arm out to the side, leg to the side, breathing in, breathing out, coming back. If you can't, send your legs straight. I have an orchid, I'm gonna come forward a little bit so that I don't wanna push over. So we're gonna here, and then back. Go out to the side, and back. One more time, go out to the side, hold it here, hold it here. Don't rest your hand on your neighbor if you have someone next to you. Just bring it back all the way down and exhale around into your back. Good work, guys. All right, sit back, roll your shoulders out. Well done. Everyone reach your hand forward, right hand forward. Press the fingertips, give it a little bit of a stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Make a fist with this hand, push it back towards you, and just give it a little bit of a stretch this side here. Let's do the other side. Press away. Stretch out the wrist. Other side, pull it in towards you. So fist with your left hand, pull it in towards you. Cool. All right, come forward once more into your 4-point kneeling. Press down through those hands and really spread your fingers wide. Again, they are your roots here. Spread those fingers wide. Wrist aligned with the top of the mat. Draw the shoulder blades down your back slightly. Tuck the toes under. We're gonna make our way up into our downward dog. So we're gonna hover those knees up. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Hold it here. Now lift your hips up. Your heels are high to start with. And we're just holding it here. Now, take a look at your hands. Make sure they're still facing forward. Maybe you need them a little bit wider. And we don't want our shoulders here. We want to wrap them down around. Feel like you're getting an exterior rotation through your arms. Toes are hip bone distance apart. And then when you exhale, slightly drop the heel to an exterior rotation so that your toes are pointing inwards, your heels are pointing outwards. And then we lift one heel up. We push the other heel down. So we're walking through our dog here. Walk and walk. Again, use your exhale. So as you exhale, plant the heel. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant the heel. Inhale, lift up. One more time each side, pushing down. Lift, push down. Lift. Now lift both heels up. Big breath in. Exhale, both heels down if you can. And then press your hands, push down through the heels, and let yourself look towards your toes. So downward dog is a rest position, but I know in the beginning it can be quite hard. So if you find that you're struggling with your shoulders, please always come back down into your child's pose if that feels better. Otherwise, we stay up here. Downward dog is a position where we reflect inwards. So we're looking inwards, we're looking into the current traditions, the current habits that we have. Its counterpart, the cobra or upward facing dog, is where we look ahead, we open our heart to the future. So we're going to transition, we're going to breathe in. As we exhale, I want you to roll through your spine, lift up onto your tiptoes, roll through your spine just like you did coming into cat, and then come into a plank pose. For me, I need to step my feet back a little bit here to have a length for my body. Press down through those hands, draw the shoulder blades down your back, and push through your heels. Your core is nice and strong. We're not going to stay here too long, don't worry guys. Breathing in, breathe out, drop one knee, then the next, untuck the toes, and then skim your elbows by your waist as you lower down, chest and hips lowering down together. All right, from here, bring your hands wider than your mat just for your first cobra. Separate the legs the width of the mat. Press your hands down into the floor, pull your belly button in, shoulder blades down your back, and begin to lift up. Feel how far you can go for you. Maybe you stay down here in your baby cobra. Maybe you feel okay to come up for your full cobra here. Keep drawing those shoulder blades down your back. Squeeze your glutes. Press your feet into the floor to support the back. Breathing in. And then breathe out, lower all the way down, lower down. Bring your heels together. Knees wide. We sit back into a child's pose. Stretching those arms forward. Inhaling here and exhale. So throughout this practice, remember that you go towards where your body feels okay. You don't need to push it further. You don't need to compare it to anyone. Just go where it feels okay for you. All right, breathe in. Breathe out, come back up into 4-point kneeling. Come straight back and up into downward facing dog, where our feet are hip bone distance apart. I like to have my hands a little bit wider than my shoulders. I'm pressing down through the knuckles. Heels are pushing down into the floor. And I feel like I'm sort of sending my sit bones back behind me and opening up to the back behind me. My ears are in line with my arms. And I feel strong through my shoulders. I feel strong through my whole body here. All right, from here, let's step the feet together. And then you're gonna take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, pull the belly button in and start to extend that right leg behind you. Lift it up, 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 and hold it here. Breathing in here. As you exhale, lift up onto the tiptoes of your left leg, and then draw the knee in towards your chest. We're gonna roll forward as if we're coming into a plank. Really draw that knee in. You're strong through your core. You're pressing through your hands. You're almost in that cat position. We're gonna stay here for a second, and then we're gonna send the leg back and lift it up. Exhale, draw it forward. And bring in, bring in, bring in. And then send it back, inhale. One more time, I promise we won't do too much of this. We worked really hard yesterday. And then from here, now gently bring that foot all the way up, right between your hands. Sink that back leg down and untuck the toes. All right, so from here, dropping down. And get that stretch through your hip flexors. Push down through your heel here in the front. Inhale, we lift our heart up. So again, heart opener. Roll the shoulder blades back. Feel strong right between there. Breathing in. As you exhale, send your hips back rather. and flex your foot. Work all the toes of your foot and pull it back towards you. You'll get more of a stretch here, and also work your thigh muscles. So when we tense our thigh muscle, our hamstrings elongate, so we get more of a stretch, and it feels a little bit safer for our knee. Breathing in, breathing out, we come forward. This time we're gonna start to reach upwards. Press down through that heel. Inhale, lift up. Flip your palms so they're facing forward. And then as you exhale, imagine that you're pulling on a bar down and you're bending those elbows. So they come down in line with your shoulders. Inhale, just lift and puff up through the chest. Exhale, round your upper back and bring your arms forward. So you feel a little bit of stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhale, open up. Exhale, stretch upwards. And then fold all the way forward, hands come down. Tuck the back toes under, lift up, and then step that leg back. We're in our plank. All right, choose which chaturanga you prefer, knees down or knees lifted. We're gonna lower all the way down, and then we're gonna come up into cobra, whichever way that looks for you today. Or if you prefer, press your feet down, lift up, shoulders away. You're coming into upward facing dog. Here, open your heart, open up through the body. A little bit of a smile, and then exhale. Make your way back into downward facing dog or into child's pose, and just take 3 big breaths in and out here. So we're inhaling, exhaling. If your heels don't reach the floor just yet, just pedal those feet out, that spine, pressing back. All right, and then lift both heels up, exhale, drop them down. If you're in child's pose, come and meet us into downward facing dog. Step your feet together and press down through the right heel. Breathe in. As you exhale, start to lift that left leg up and back behind you. Squeeze the glute, lift it high, lift it high. We're ready for those 3 knee to chest. So we're gonna lift up onto the tiptoes of our right leg, draw the knee in, round through your upper back, carry it through your core. Bring the knee forward, 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 and then press it back, lift up, get it. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Press down through those hands nice and strong. Send it back. This time the leg is gonna come all the way up. So we're gonna bring the knee in, we're gonna bring the knee in, and then step it forward. Slide the other leg back, drop your back knee, and hang down here. Great work, guys. Give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle out, and then keep lifting up through your heart. So one of the biggest mistakes is we forget about the power of our shoulders. So really draw them back and feel them working together. You wanna get into your mid-back rather than the tops of your shoulders. All right, breathing in here. As you exhale, send your hips back and start to walk your hands back towards you. Flex that foot, separate through the toes. Try to keep a little bit of a lift through the heart here as well. If you need to, you can always come up a little bit here, breathing in. Let's exhale, come forward, sink down. Square off the hips, so feel like you're pulling your right hip forward, your left hip back. Press through your front foot and then make your way up into this low lunge here. All right, find length. Core nice and strong. And then rearrange your knee if you feel like your kneecap is not feeling good in that back. Okay, so square off those hips. Inhale your arms up. Feel like you're being pulled upwards, so both sides of your waist are nice and long. Belly button is in. And then flip your palms so they're facing forward. We're inhaling here. As you exhale, imagine you're pulling that bar down, down, down. Elbows go wide. We open up our chest. Inhale, just puff the chest upwards. Look upwards slightly. A little bit of a back bend. Exhale, around the upper back and draw the elbows together. Inhale, back. Exhale, extend those arms. And then hands come down. Press down through the hands. Push down and lift the back knee. And then just slide that leg back. Again, we go for a vinyasa, so lower down all the way. Inhale, lift up into cobra or upward facing dog, whichever feels best. Breathing in. And then exhale. Make your way all the way back into downward facing dog. Breathe it in here. And exhale. Inhale nice and wide. Exhale it out. Look forward, bend those knees, step your left foot forward, your right leg. Place your hands onto your shin bones. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down, bend those knees. Inhale here. And then exhale, roll all the way up through your spine. Roll the shoulders back. Good work, guys. All right, from there, let's bring, so I'm gonna face towards you guys, just stay at the top of your mat. Big toes together, heels slightly apart, lift the toes up and separate them. And then feel the roots down through the base of your big toe, your little toe and your heel. Feel the tailbone drop down, gentle lifting up through your core. Rib cage moving, but we also want to feel like it's wrapping and supporting a little bit. From there, just inhale your arms all the way up and go for a big, big stretch, reaching up. Grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand and reach it higher. As you exhale, go for a side bend. Push your hips slightly over and keep supported. So pull the belly button in, support through your back, breathe in. Exhale, come all the way up. Other side, swap those hands. So right wrist holding, or right hand holding onto left wrist. Breathe in. Exhale, go over. And stretch it out. Breathing in here. And then exhale, come all the way up. Hands spread wide, wide, wide. Shoulders away from the ears. Open up through the heart. And then I turn this way. So hands come onto your low back here. Use that to push down the tailbone slightly. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades back and lift up through your heart. And then we're going to go slightly back and back. I'm pushing my hips forward. I'm squeezing my glutes. And I start to lift my heart upwards. As we exhale, come all the way back. Inhale, reach your arms upwards. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Swan dive down. Bend your knees if you need to. Rest your chest against your thighs. And then heel toe your feet hip bone distance apart. Roughly a fist and a half, possibly. And then from there, inhale, lift your heart up. As you exhale, see if you can straighten your legs by pulling your kneecaps up, pushing your heels into the floor, and your weight is slightly in front of your heels. We're looking forward. Your hands can be onto your shin bones here. And as you exhale, relax the head down. Use your two peace fingers to grab hold of your big toes. Inhale again, lift the heart. Exhale, fold it down. Let yourself release down into this position. So remember how before in our twist we talked about softening into the stretch. So the shoulders are not up here towards our ears and tight. They're drawing down and back. And then those elbows feel like they're bending and pulling back behind your legs to help you go down. Look towards where you want to go. So we look towards the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel like your sit bones tilt up a little bit more. Bring your weight more into the tops of your feet. Inhaling here. Exhale, try to relax down into the pose a little bit more. The body follows when it feels ready. So it just needs to feel like it can trust itself in this position. Breathing in. As you breathe out, relax the hands down. Shake those shoulders out. Hands onto shin bones. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax it down. And then roll all the way up. Shake your legs out a little bit. Good. And then step your feet together at the top of your mat. This is Samastiti, your start position. Tailbone down, belly button lifting up, hands forward. Let's breathe in, reach upwards. Find length, find length. Exhale, we lower down all the way. Inhale, lift up. Hands come down. We separate those fingers. Step your left leg back. Right leg comes to join. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Breathe in, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so from there, step your feet together. And then let's raise the left leg up to start with. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. And then draw it in towards you, just like we did before, and step that leg all the way up. Hop the back leg in just a tiny bit. And then from there, extend your front leg. Lift the back foot, so your left, my left and right. Your right heel is up. Pivot that heel down so that the toes are facing 45 degrees away from you towards the edge of the mat, and your front toes are facing straight forward. Then from there, bend that front leg, lift up through your spine, and then straighten out that front leg. Your thigh is working, your hips are square, your arms are up here. We're coming into triangle pose. So feel like you're being pulled forward at the same time as your hips are being pulled back behind you. Find length and stretch through here. If your knee doesn't like this, keep a soft bend, that's totally fine. Coming forward, coming forward. Now your hand can rest on your shin bone
or you can catch your big toe. For today, I'm gonna hold my hand here because it feels good. Then I'm gonna stretch my leg, and I'm gonna feel like I'm rotating this hip backwards. My arm, I'm gonna spiral it forward, and I'm gonna follow it with my head as I then look up, and we stay here. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel like those fingers are constantly pulling you upwards. Look up towards the ceiling or towards the floor if you feel like you're losing your balance. Breathe in. As you breathe out, look towards the floor, bend your front leg, come all the way back up and pivot so both feet are now facing towards the long edge of your mat. Twist this leg around and arms come back up. We're gonna go on the other side. So this foot slightly turned inwards, bend that front leg and square off your hips. Pull this hip back. You're going to send your hips back as you reach forward like you're trying to grab hold of something. Hand comes down and then straighten that leg out. Pull this hip back. Swivel your arm forward, rotate up, 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 stretch. Breathing in. And again, one side might feel a little bit tighter than the other. Keep pushing the feet down into the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, look down. Come all the way up and hold it there. Good. All right, from there, heel toe your feet slightly wider. Make sure the heels are aligned. So I actually like using the back edge of my mat as my alignment here. From there, arms are up, drop the shoulders back and down, good. And then we twist left foot to the front, right foot slightly inwards, sink down, and then you hold it here. Okay, from there, elbow to thigh, and sweep this arm up and over and stretch it out. So long straight line from this heel to the fingertips up here. From there, you can bring your hand all the way down if you'd like, and just stretch. Both feet are active and both feet feel strong into the floor. Breathing in. If you want, you can go for bind. So you bring that hand behind you, the top hand. The other hand comes down behind and we grab hold. Looking down towards the floor or up towards the ceiling, your choice. Breathing in. Breathing out, sink a little bit deeper. And then release the hand. Come all the way up. And we go on the second side. So we twist this foot forward. This one slightly in. Lean down. Feel like someone's pulling your knee forward. At the same time as I've got this foot pressed down into the floor. Arms come up. We breathe in here. As you exhale, elbow to knee. And stretch the arm up. And just breathe here. If you want, again, come down. Hand to the inside and stretch. Reaching that arm. Again, you combine. The arm comes behind. The other one comes here. Good. And you look down towards the floor. Inhaling nice and wide. Exhaling, can you sink a little bit lower? And then the hands come out. We come all the way up. Back into here, good. And then to the top of your mat. And let's shake it out. Roll those shoulders out. And then feet together. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Inhale, look up. Your choice if you hop or if you step back, but we're gonna come into a plank. We're gonna lower it down, lift up, cobra or upward facing dog, breathing in, and then exhale. We're gonna come all the way back up into downward facing dog. If you need to take a break for a second, go ahead and do that. We're just gonna come into one final posture, and then after that, we're gonna wind it down, okay? So from here, you've got your options. Take it easy, listen to your body. The first one, we're gonna all of us, we're gonna extend that leg up. Maybe this is enough of a challenge for you, or you're working on this. If you want, you then pivot and open up the hip, and you're here. You bend that leg and you try to bring the heel towards your shoulder. Point the toes. And then if you want, you're gonna flip your dog with me for Wild Thing, one of my favorite postures. And we're gonna come into here. And you're gonna stretch out. Call the unraveling of the heart, extending away, breathing in. And then whatever pose you're in, come all the way back into downward facing dog and just breathe. Good. So really opening up the heart here, breathing in. Exhale out. Let's do the other side. So left leg reaches up. Again, maybe this is enough of a posture for you. Or you lift and you open up the hip so the hip is square to the side. Bend that leg and try to bring it towards your heel or towards your shoulder. Maybe you lift up onto your tiptoes And maybe with care, you bring that foot down beside you and you lift up, stretching out. Breathing in and out here. And then come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Drop your knees down and sit back into child's pose and breathe. Ooh, so wiggling out the body. Relaxing here. Letting yourself turn back inwards. Breathing, focusing on that breath. Exhaling out. One more time, breathe in here. And exhale, slowly roll up through your spine, come all the way back up. The clock's just gone 11:11, guys, so take a second, close your eyes. Set yourself a wish. Breathing it in. Exhaling this out, feeling confident in its power. And the power of 11:11. Open your eyes, let's come back. And then come into 4-point kneeling. We're gonna just wiggle a little bit from side to side here. Opening up the body. And then from there, let's tuck our toes under, come up and back into downward facing dog. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Pivot it across and just slide back. Lift up through your heart, breathing in here. All done, guys. So, shoulders roll back. As always, be careful with your body here. Flex that foot. Hold the hips square. Maybe you stay here. Try not to lower it onto one side, but stay here. Lower it down if you feel like it. Breathing in and breathing out. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips, let the tension go. Just like we talked about earlier about softening into the stretch. This is why I feel yoga is such a great metaphor for life, is that we are put through stretches, we're put through pain. And it's not for us to force our way through the pain into whatever future, into the possibilities that we see. Make your way all the way back up. But it's for us to soften into the stretch, to listen to the body, to listen to our mind if it is ready. Again, here, my left leg is now crossed over my right, so I'm going to turn towards you guys. If this isn't comfortable, extend the leg away. Otherwise, you're here, cross over, and twist towards your left. So we use our breath to calm the body down, to ask it, is it possible for me to go this far? Is it possible for me to let go of the pain and move forward? So just use your breath. Take your time, take it easy. Come back to center, we go the other way, twist and rotate. Again, feel your heart lifting up, feel that spine elongating. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Come back to center. Good. Alright. Tough stretch coming up, just warning, if you feel comfortable with it and knees feel okay, stack your knees on top of one another. If they don't like that, just cross your legs, okay? If you're in your knee stack position with me, just find length and exhale, fold forward. If you're cross-legged, exactly the same. Okay, hanging out here. Again, sense the pain and sense the tension. Tension and pain are not bad things for us. They're just here to test us. We want to avoid them as much as possible, but they make us stronger. It's the tears in the muscles that make your muscles stronger, or that asks your muscle to get stronger, and then it's in the rest and the softening that we actually restore the body and we get stronger. Come all the way back up, roll the shoulders out. Let's make our way back into 4-point kneeling. We're going to do all of that again on the other side. So, fingertips spread wide, set your base, lift up and back into a downward facing dog. Look forward, your left knee to your left wrist, slide it back, you're in your pigeon pose. Lift up through the heart, strong through the core here. And then exhale, fold forward. Relax it down. Your hips are an area of stress and tension. So if you're finding that this is particularly uncomfortable, in more ways than just the physical, just ease it off. If you're finding that is bringing up emotions. It's completely normal in yoga classes for people to start crying in this pose. So just be gentle with yourself here. Wherever you're at, just take one more big breath in. One long exhale out. And then slowly make your way back up. Tip your left hip down. Right leg crosses over if comfortable. So you're either seated like this, or you have, the bottom leg extended like this. Whichever position you're in, you're gonna grab hold with your left arm, reach upwards, and then exhale, twist. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice where your mind is at right now. So a lot of times, especially when we get to this part in yoga classes, people start thinking ahead and they start thinking about what's gonna be for lunch, what they're gonna do next. But just enjoy and savor this moment right now. Stay in the present moment. We feel anxiety when we're chasing the future. We feel depression when we're chasing the past. So stay in the present with your breath. Come back to center. Let's go the other way. Elbow to the inside. Twist, find length. Exhale, rotate around. Try to keep both sides of your hip down. Breathing in. Breathe out, come back to center. Again, knee stack option for those who want to. Trying to get your knees as close on top of one another as they can, or legs are just crossed. Take a breath in as you exhale, hinge forward. Relax into the stretch. Breathing in and out here. So as you feel the tension in your hips here, can you get the shoulders to relax? Can you get yourself to enjoy and to just kind of chill? So breathing in and out here. Gently walk your hands back up. Let's bring our hands behind us. Just unwiggle those legs, give them a little bit of a tap out, and then come back into 4-point kneeling. Let's do one final vinyasa. So feeling nice and strong, root down through your hands, root down through your feet. Feel powerful in your intention as you lift up. Exhale, roll through your spine. Enjoy the movement, enjoy the opening. Exhale, lower down in whichever way that looks like for you. And then your final heart opener for the day. Lift up, cobra, upward facing dog, whatever you want. Breathe it in. Exhale, now chin chest back into downward facing dog. And then bend your knees, look forward. One foot up, then the next, and then come to sit. Legs extended in front of you. Grab hold behind your thighs, lift upwards. And as you exhale, slowly, let your hands glide behind your thighs as you lower down. And get conscious about the vertebrae. One vertebrae at a time. No slumping down here, just keep control. And then exhale, release it all the way down. Walk your knees in towards you. And then lift the knees and rock from side to side. Massaging out that back. Our support system. Giving it a little bit of love. And then from there, legs together, arms out into a T. If you have any issues with your low back, please go ahead and lower the feet down and do the twist with your feet down. Otherwise, keep them up in the air. Your legs go to the right, your head goes to the left. You're trying to keep both shoulder blades down on the ground. Breathing in. And breathing out. Come back to center. Other side, either legs up into the air and folding over, or feet down. And rotate. And turn your head to the right. Breathing in here. Breathing out. One final one, inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Give your legs a big hug. Give your whole self, your body a hug here. So really feel thankful for your body. Let's nod our chin, just give a little bit tighter of a hug. Whisper maybe a little bit of a thank you to yourself. Hugging in nice and tight. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, just extend your legs away. Lower down into your Shavasana. Your final relaxation here. We're just going to do this a little bit quicker. I'm not going to stay here too long, but just enough that you can feel and savor that beautiful energy that's created through yoga. Let your eyes close. Let your legs fall apart.
Your shoulders roll back, your palms face upward towards the ceiling. Notice your breath. Let it be free, let it come as it would like. But just notice how your body feels as you breathe. Notice if there's any areas of tension still, perhaps between the eyebrows and your forehead, your jaw or shoulders. And as you breathe, just send your inhale and exhale to these areas. Allow nourishment with your inhale and invite the area to soften and release with your exhale. Feel that forehead melt away any worry. Let the jaws relax. No need for stress. Let anxiety slip off your shoulders and just feel them relax. A knot of tension in your abdomen, just let it melt, let it go. Your hips soften. And just feel your whole body supported by the floor. Feel the front of your body open up. Feel it light. Invite energy into your body through your heart, through your forehead, the area for your third eye. Again, bring to mind that vision that we created in the beginning of class, that future vision that you hold for yourself. Invite it in. See it in front of you clearly. How does it feel? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Relaxation? Notice the feelings that come with this vision. Hold those feelings in your heart. And know that the first step to creating this vision to become a reality is to feel those feelings already now. So invite them in. Breathe them in with your next inhale. Soften into them with your next exhale. Inhale in. Exhale out. Final one, big breath in here. Fill up your whole body with this vision. Exhale, soften into it. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Rock your head from side to side. Maybe rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Gently go for a full body stretch, bringing your legs together, reaching your arms above your head. Big breath in. Exhale out. Release. Bend your knees in towards you and roll onto your right hand side and stay here just for a second. Feel safe, feel comforted, feel supported. And then very gently press your way back up into that seated position, whatever that looked like for you in the beginning of class. If you can, keep your eyes closed. And begin to feel your roots down into the mat. The roots of your new version of you. Feel your vertebrae, the steps that supported you to get you to this new version. And then feel your head pulling upwards, shoulders sitting away. That idea, that vision of you, knowing that it is a reality. Soften into it. Let's breathe in, sweep the arms above your head, and scoop this vision up. Feel it between the palm of your hands. And as the hands connect, we connect them in a prayer. We bring them down to our forehead, into our third eye. Knowing with our inner guidance, we may be able to achieve this vision. That as long as you trust yourself, you have all the tools, all the steps that you need to make this a reality. It's within you. Draw the hands down to your lips. And today make a promise to speak to yourself only as if you were already there, because you are.
Speak the words that are true to you, that's true to this vision that you hold of yourself. Soften your words towards yourself and towards others. And then finally bring your hands down to your heart. Thankful for yourself, for where you are right now. Thankful for the experiences you've had so far that have led you to this moment. Thankful for the experiences that you are yet to have. And truly, truly believe in the capabilities and the power, in the love that you hold within you. And then let's breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Namaste. And then come back. Well done, you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed that practice. I hope you're feeling relaxed and at ease. If you have any questions for me, I'll have a look now. But well done, well done. Super great work. Lots of highs. All right, you guys. So we're gonna be doing another session like this tonight at 7:30 my time, so 6:30 UK time if you want to join. Thank you, Carlotta. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, guys. I hope you're feeling super wonderful. It's such a joy to get to be here with you every morning and spend this time with you. And I hope that you can carry this sensation with you for the rest of your day. So just breathe in, breathe it out. If you find stress throughout the day, just breathe this back in. Awesome, great, Heather. Hi, Nora, namaste to you. I'm so happy you made it. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you soon again, tomorrow or tonight. Bye.